What is up, Bulldog Nation? I'm here with Brooks Proximity to cast the Valorant game between MSU's Valorant Black team versus Western Colorado's University's team in Division 8 of the NECC semifinals. So we got an exciting game here today, Brooks. How about it?
Yeah, I am so excited to be back in casting. If y'all don't know me, like he said, my name is Brooks, aka Proxxcimity. I am one of the old presidents of Mississippi State Esports. I was one of the first team captains of Valorant Black, so it's really cool to be back here watching this team play and seeing their success firsthand. I've been able to catch some streams, but it's so awesome to be able to see this in person. I'm really excited to see this team in action. I've heard so many great things, and it's going to be awesome. But Beau, tell me, what are some things that we can expect from this team in this matchup?
Well, one of the narratives of this match is it's a rematch. In the finals of spring semester, just 3 weeks ago, in a best of five, State was able to take down Western Colorado in a close 3-2 series. So this time it's just the best of three in the semifinals, and I would say State is definitely favored, but they're going to have to deal with some issues. This time they've had to have a substitution. Kevin Oyo not available for the game today, so they're having to sub in Maddie Citry as their new smokes player. Citry, a capable player who was able to play on Maroon a bit last semester, but does sub for this team occasionally. So we'll see if that different player will mess up their mojo, will cause some issues. That's going to be a real big narrative for today.
No, I'm sure she's a capable player, and I'm excited to see this turn out. Map 1 will be Lotus, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe MSU will be attacking on Lotus to start us off. Then we go into Pearl for defense, and then the decider will be Split. So 3 really good maps. As you said, favors MSU, and we're hopping right into Lotus to get started, and we're going to see this agent select and see what MSU's got for us.
I'm really interested to see how Western Colorado approaches this match. They're actually playing a different comp than the Lotus they played last time. Even though they have the same players, last time they were running a double Sentinel with Estefan on the Vice, I believe last time, but they had a lot of success in later rounds when they switched Estefan over to the Reyna, and now here he goes again, back to the Reyna, going with Beau on that Tejo, played that every round, MSU on that Duelist. Having played Jet the entire series, going over to Raze, great pick on Lotus. Oftentimes people consider it definitely better than the Jet, but I'm excited to see that Raze on them.
Yeah, and you see a pretty standard setup here from Western Colorado. One smoke, one sentinel, double duelist. This match is very attack side favored, so seeing that double initiator, one duelist setup for MSU, if they do decide to lock this in, does seem like they are banking on attack. They are going all attack, all attack, all attack. Let's rack up these rounds early and see if we can maintain this going forward. So this will be very exciting to see going forward because their attack doesn't divide up the map that much, not as well as Omen can slice up a map, in my opinion, with that Clove versus Omen. So far it looks like it is going to be that double initiator setup with the Jet, and they are just going to flash, and fly.
Yeah. So something I think you'd be surprised to see on the sometimes you can make your own attack into a good defense. Especially that A rebel fight you're going to see at the beginning of these rounds is going to be so important to a lot of rounds. So when you've got have that breach on your squad, it makes it really easy. Sending a stun up there, sending your jet flying in, and taking that space early on the defense side can lead to good rounds for MSU.
I was mistaken. It does look like it is going to be Mississippi State on defense. But as you said before, if they take that A control early with the Omen smoke, with the breach aftershock, like we could be surprised how much space you can take. So I'm excited to see what they do here and what Western Colorado has cooked up for the attack side. It is favored in their side, but let's see if this comp can hold up on defense for MSU.
Yeah. Panda, really an astounding player for MSU. Definitely their heavy fragger and normally first entry. And so we're about to see an electric start this round. Looks like Western Colorado is sending 5 into Mound, right into Panda. So we'll see who wins
Or
this.
right into Panda's pocket. We'll see. I see them slowly peek up. Panda's going to turn back around the corner. Playing respectable. I get it. You want to play your life. Walls one, and Dark Muffin does get the kill there with the Thorns. It is now a 4-on-5 with the wall. What a great start for MSU.
Yeah, I mean, that wall is super huge in those rounds. If you send 5 into a wall, you're asking for trouble. One player, your entry gets picked off, boom, now you're going to 5v4, tough round to win.
Yep, rotating back to B, does get spotted. Solace playing their life there. Great job, smoke's coming in. Still an advantage for MSU. Bomb's going down. Western Colorado does get a pick, gets 2. We'll see if the site breaks open. And Estefan, the Reyna on the flank. That's going to be 2 down. We'll see what MSU can do. Still stuck in that C-link area. Both of them are trapped. Hiding in smoke, just seeing if they can get some picks. But so far, it might look like he's dying to spawn here. And there's the Reyna with the 4K, Reyna with the picks. Great flank by them. And first round goes to Western Colorado.
Yeah. Reyna, definitely an agent that really excels in pistol rounds. And you get that full heal in up to 150 health, able to lurk around. I mean, 4 kills for Estefan there. Really took that round apart. MSU started with the advantage, able to get that first pick, but it kind of fell apart from there as soon as they got the plant down on B.
I've always said that Reyna should heal as much as armor they buy. So I think on a pistol round, Reyna should heal to 150. That's just me. But I am also a Reyna hater, so that might be me being a little petty about that. But it looks like the same startup for Western Colorado. Wow. They're going to go in, try to see if they can get the wall triggered. They do, so no early picks this time, but they're still playing their life. It is an eco, so it's interesting to see how they're going to set this up.
Flying into the site. Gets the pick on Big
first pick, playing their life. It is an eco round. You're going to see just how much damage you can do. You're giving up the site. Solus goes down. Gets 1 pick. Yusk does get 1 pick, so that is 1 down. Planted. 1 hiding in Waterfall, 1 hiding in CT. Again, they're just trying to get some picks here. They might die to Spike. I think that is the best thing to do here.
Player standing.
But we'll see what they can come up with. Hiding in Waterfall. They know where they are. Peeks. Unfortunately, dies for C-Tree. 2-0 Western Colorado. Not the best start, but you are going to have a full buy here, so this is where the time to get rocking and rolling.
Yeah, full buy is going to come in clutch for State here. You saw a lot of the gunfights went Western Colorado's way that last round. That was due to State really having only classics, worst gun in the game, and they just really couldn't fight back very well with them.
Yeah,
now
so
going
it's going to be. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Sorry to but it will be interesting to see. They are going with the same setup. It looks like we are going to have that A Rebel fight, and like I said, their comp is set up for it. So it's interesting to see. Dodges back, does come back away. The missile's almost killing. Staying alive though, is getting healed by the sky, so not too much damage done. Western Colorado playing very slowly, rotating back to C. No one's budging. Everyone's still spread out and playing spread out on defense, waiting to hear a call. You like to think when someone gets spotted, they're going to see it. There's the flash. Has some info. So we got the Omen rotating. Going through to C. Dark Muffin gets 1. Great pick for him. Staying alive. 4v5. 1 still in. Looks like they are committing to the C hit. Let's see if Dark Muffin can get some more picks while the team rotates in.
Yeah, they're having a huge pick to get that site. Now, planting and forcing them to plant safe. Not going to be a very good post plant for Western Colorado.
Peeks in through the smoke. Dark Muffin gets a trade. WCU comes right back as well. 3-on-3. Everyone in Waterfall. They need to see if they can break this open right now. Still know they can see the guy in CT. Checks it now. Gets picked off. Another pick. Peeking 1-on-1. Good pick from C-Tree. 2v1, a little low. Unfortunate, didn't have the numbers there at the end. Great round, getting some picks, forcing them to attack. Just a little bit better on that retake, and I think they take that round.
Yeah, the push into CT really won that round for Western Colorado. Solace dogging out CT, thinking he's safe, and then Dank Muffin, they going 2-for-1 there, making a 3v3, makes it, and now everyone has to flood through Waterfall for state. It's rough, and they end up losing some close range fights to some worse guns. And
But
really,
yeah, they pushed through Waterfall, kind of trickling in instead of all coming in. So it took some 1v1 fights instead of trying to play for their numbers. But again, we have another A Rebel fight. Stun goes out for Beau. We'll see. Great shot there from Beau, picking off solos early. Just a sliver of their head was enough to get that pick, and they're going to make that a call to C. Heck, the bomb for C wasn't even at A. So we're actually going to see someone at C. Site is completely open. Dark Muffin rotating back around for them. Great kill there again from Estefan. That Reyna always lurking. Plant going down for Western Colorado. Going to play their life there. And again, another eco round, just trying to see if you can get some kills on the board here.
Last player
If you have guns worth saving, try to save them. If not, just try to get the reset and go for the next round.
yeah. Mississippi State loses that duel at A main really instantly, and then this Estefan on this lurk really, ooh, that doesn't feel good. Salvos kill you, can't even get out. Rough stuff for Mississippi State that last round.
Yeah, they took the gamble. They tried to go for the picks early. It's what this comp is designed to do. Doesn't pay off for them. And great bait by Western Colorado as well. I mean, there's 3 people in that Rebel, but the bomb and 1 other person was over at C. They're ready to take that site anyways. So great plays all the way around. Another full buy here for Mississippi State. We'll see if they can turn things around. But right now, there's 2 rounds out of this 4 they've had numbers. They've gotten first picks. They need to start capitalizing on having those numbers to their advantage. Looks like there'll be another A push. Exactly what you want here. Let's see if they can take advantage. Playing their life, they actually come out of A. Bomb not with them. Cypher is in the middle of the map with all of this going down in Rebel.
Caution here.
Yeah. State has having a rough time on these A fights. Gets the trade out though, but because you have that jet, not that race, it's kind of hard to fight through A main a lot of times. So they were trying to fight it, and then they're like, wait, they're already out. They're past the breach done.
It was a 1-for-1, so nothing terrible. Great dodge of the flash though from that race to get that pick. Panda playing his life. 4v4 looks like it is going to be a push onto B, but Mississippi State is waiting for it. Secret look. Turns at just the wrong time. Sam gets a pick. Sam gets 2. Dark Muffin does get 1, but numbers are for Western Colorado. Sight is in their grasp. They are going to plant.
Spike planted.
They also got the Cypher ult off, so they are going to know where they are as well. So look at that Reyna. Reyna's going around for the flank as well, getting site control. Interesting to see how Mississippi State plays this. They're coming in from A-Link. Can they push out at the same time and work for this number advantage? Flash out. Mississippi State out. Doesn't see anything yet. Can they spot the bomb? They're in a great post plant here. Can they spot? There's 1. Solstice gets 1. It's 2v2. Armageddon comes out for the bomb. Does see him there in tree.
1 enemy remains.
Does get the kill. All that's left is Reyna. Can they guard it?
Last player
from
standing.
B, Link in. Unfortunate timing. Had to take a gamble. You didn't know which way that Reyna was coming from. Overall, probably the best round we've seen from Mississippi State yet.
Yeah, it was a good round, but still, was not enough. Mississippi State really struggling for information in these mid rounds. Western Colorado is really denying space for Mississippi State being able to have no question marks around the map. They have to be like, oh, they could walk up A, could walk up B, could walk up C. And Western Colorado's doing a good job tripping that vice wall to keep that threat up. Basically, everywhere the map's a threat until they hit the site. So it's very. I would like to see State clear out more actively, re-clear some space around the map.
I agree, and I think some of it does come down to the comp as well. They don't have as much control of the map, only having an Omen to really kind of be that control and that 1 Sentinel. But on the plus side, Western Colorado has the same thing. So ult coming out, Raze does get the pick there. Just no longer has numbers advantage. Take him up and see if he can do something while staying on the site. He does keep his life. Full commitment on C. Let's see what Mississippi State can do. MIM gets 1. Flash coming out, dodges the flash, takes control of site. 1 sitting there in CT, seeing if they can see someone. Guy waiting for the push out.
Spike planted. Last player standing. Team
That's
Ace.
just going to be a wipe for MSU, a team ace, and again, gun control, pushing at the same time. Right now, they look very, very coordinated, so this is a very smart timeout for MSU.
Yeah, I mean, something I'm interested in is I think we some of the changes we might see the op get online for state, and that will certainly help. And like holding some of these angles, a lot of times players are able to just walk up B main, A main for like especially this Estefan. Estefan's getting a lot of value on that work, and you want a way to threaten Estefan and not allow them to do that. So I think that op could be a play, but again, also this is a attacker side map, so if you can squeak out a few rounds here, maybe you can make them hurt for on the attack side. To, not really much information to way to re-clear space on that other comp. You just kind of have to guess on defense and with the Reyna and Rays running around. So I mean, I wouldn't count out State here just yet. 0-6 down a lot yes at the beginning, but they can string just get a few rounds, 3-4 rounds. I certainly favor them on their own attack.
Yeah, and I'm with you. The struggles we're having on defense is the same exact struggles that Western Colorado hypothetically should have based on how these two comps are going. Very slow push here. Looks like they're going to go towards A. And I wouldn't mind seeing the op as well. One thing I can see them doing is if they're going to fight Rubble, commit to fighting Rubble. Let's see an Omen flash into a breach stun, into an Omen TP to the backline. If you're going to fight it, let's fight it. If you're confident in fighting, let's see it. But right now, it looks like we are going to have a little bit of a lurk. Breach is going to peek, see if he can get some info. Not sure if he did see the ramp there mid, but it looks like it is going to be spotted out here at A. Is a commitment. Panda looking. Pick there. Great shots there from Dave. Panda goes down. It's going to be a flood out to the A side. He was the only one on A. Oh,
yeah.
Teleporting in the back line. Cancels it to be smart. Plant going down. Going to be a 4v5 retake. Very tough, but very doable for State. Estefan does have the ult advantage is 2. Ooh, and that's 2. Does get stunned. Not going to burn the ult. And that is one thing I've seen from Colorado. They're holding on to these ults while still maintaining the wins in these rounds.
Yeah, I mean, this is just really disappointing
Last
to
player
see
standing.
from State. They're really biting hook, line, and sinker into everything Western Colorado's throwing at them. A little bit of pressure over at C. They know the Vice setup is going to be near there, or it's going to be more passive C because State has done that every round. So a little bit of pressure. Hear the pressure, everyone rotates to it, and then here we'll watch this. No scope. Yeah.
Great shot there, but they do lose the op. I don't think they'll pick it up. They might want to run it if they really want to, but right now it's kind of just working for Western Colorado. Again, is an attack cider map. I am not too worried about it. But you'd like to see a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Yeah.
What can they do a little bit differently? Yes, they had one gun, but the setups still seemed around the same. So you like to see if they switch up something to make it a little different. I like them trying to play their lives. I like them trying to back up. But Panda right there, if you're going to back up, really play your life. Make it a 5v5 retake. So we'll see. It looks like we're getting a little bit more aggressive here for MSU. It's going to be not the best guns. Let's see if they can get some picks. Both looking for the 1v1. This is coming in. Unfortunate timing of peeking the reloading. Great timing all around for Western Colorado. Does get the trade for MSU, but Panda losing his ult, losing his knives. And the ult economy for Western Colorado still looks very good with the bomb going down.
Spike planted.
Vice is there in CT, looking to see if they can find anything. One in Waterfall. Waiting for these smokes to clear. Can they get a pick? Estefan still sharp, still getting these picks. 2v4. Has a couple of guns, not a ton. Right
Last
now,
player
it's
standing.
looking like this.
Yeah, it's looking. Honestly, you're saying I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. I'm worried. I'm worried. Like 8 rounds in a row. It's looking rough for State last round. Last time they were able to squeak by with some hero plays from players like Yusk and Panda, but right now I'm not seeing it at all. I think part of it might be the uncomfortability. I'm noticing like Citri's doing some things Kevin Oil wouldn't normally be doing, just not necessarily bad things, just different things. And I think it's kind of throwing off their game right now.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that completely. Ult coming out, and I believe we're going to see what happens here. Nice little spread out. They're going to see if Mississippi State plays over aggressive. They're not playing into their hand. Full buy here as well. Ult economy, I believe, might be in Mississippi State's favor. Breach with the ult could be huge if the timing is there. Great for a retake. If you know breach ult is up, almost kind of let them take the site. Estefan, their big frag today is...
Forever.
Nothing going on now. Playing slow. Minute left in the round. No need to worry. No need to panic. Make sure your communication's on point. As Western Colorado does take the bomb back to A. Walking up slowly. Sky playing near tree area on site. Flashes come in. Here comes the breach. They do take tree. Sky is stuck. Sky gets shot down. There comes the breach ult. Panda's hiding in the smoke. Does get one. Does get two. There we go. Mississippi State. What a coordinated attack there. Uh-oh. Dave's still on the lurk. 3v1. And there it is. Panda with the 3K. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Playing their life. Wait for the breach ult. Breach ult comes in. Panda peaks. Round for Mississippi State.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that round was one because we had the breach all online, and Western Colorado didn't really prepare for that eventuality. Like, Western Colorado did everything right at the beginning. They worked the map, got the pick on Sky, left alone on site, but the rotate was quick from use, knowing what was going on, and got that ult in. Panda being close by, able to clean up a lot of those kills, and they just cleaned them up. Hopefully, they can string another round like that. But if they don't have the breach ult, what's the game plan?
You can't win the rest if you don't win the first. That's all I'm saying.
You
get numbers on the board, just a little bit of confidence, and that can go a very long way. Still doing the same, slowly pushing up B with no one on the site, fully giving it up. Can Mississippi State take a retake? It's about to be a fight here at B Link. She's playing smart. Oh, horrible timing there for C-Tree. She had the angle and just didn't see it. Reyna sprints out into CT, going to stay on that lurk. Now, great flash there, gets one.
Spike planted.
It's tied up 1v1. That Reyna's still in the back. There's one, there's two, Solstice.
One enemy remaining.
There's another. Reyna's the last one, is on CT, can defuse the bomb. Make sure you have your angles covered. Peeking from 3 room is the Reyna, does get one. Bomb defuse does go down. Dark Muffin gets the kill. You lose a couple, but that's okay. You want rounds.
Yeah, these quick reactions from State are winning them the round. Although they didn't have that breach ult, they were able to. We lost the pick, instantly rotate and cover that with a flood defense and quickly pick everyone off. Really impressive. I'd like to see them not lose the first fight every round. That would be a nice change of pace, and I think we'll get them a few more rounds. But I still like the reactions that they have when they do make mistakes. That's always.
And
good.
I love the Soulless, the counter flank there. Reyna got a pick, instantly goes to the CT, and instead of really worrying about it and trying to hunt her, Soulless makes his own play. Great flash and great kill there.
Pull cap.
This looks like an absolute C rush. Should have information there because of the drone.
Drone's activated.
Does get the wall. No one is peeked with it.
Rip and tear.
They're just sitting out of C main. Wall goes down. Still sitting in C main. Can they see if they can get a pick here?
Not ready yet. Good hit.
Missiles come out. Doesn't find anything. Still a 5v5. Try not to overextend your hand. Round is still looking very good. With that, ooh, and the Reyna flank keeps them on their toes. C-Tree goes down again to the Reyna flank.
Yeah.
Reyna gets two. Dark Muffin did get one on the other end. Yus gets one. It is a 3v3. Bomb rotated to A, but so is Mississippi State. They're going to see this coming. Ult from Sky goes down. You're going to get all the info you need. You just need to execute. One stun on site, one stun in tree.
3v3 retake. Big ults online there.
Oh, big ult there from Reyna. Gets one and gets half of the other. However, Solstice gets one. Knows where the other is. Knows both players know where they are. 2v2 skirmish. Armageddon comes out. They do go out. Armageddon gets one. 1v1. He knows where he is in A main.
Get off my back.
Oh, I thought that fight was going Yusk's way, but overall, not a bad
Last
round.
round
Knew
before
where the
the
information
switch.
was, just couldn't come up with the picks at the end.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna disagree with you here. That was a bad round. Like,
Okay.
like for the last rounds, every state has been getting eaten alive by Estefan on these lurks. They're biting on everything. Western Colorado presents like, oh, we're gonna push C, and then it's like, shut down, everyone rotate C, and then the person they leave on A is being eaten alive by Estefan just because they're not aware of the lurk. But now I like this adaptation. Panda all the way up A saying, hey, it's gotta be C. There's 5C, everyone.
Yeah, and that information is crucial. So right now, can they play their lives? Can they get a couple of picks here to know where exactly we are? Missiles come out. They are peeking the smoke. One is stuck. Raze is stuck. Can they get... The Steel Garden does come out. No guns for them. Diabolical David stuck. Multiple picks going out. Low bolts going out, but kind of seems like a waste. Absolute waste.
Flawless.
And that's a great round for Mississippi State. A flawless, in fact.
He's a big fan of the body
Switching
block there at
sides.
the end.
Yeah.
Clove normally able to get away when they resurrect. Say, hey, you can't shoot me. I'm invulnerable for this second. Let me get away. Let me get to a safe spot. Not if I'm directly in your way, says Citry. Like, you cannot go through me. I'm a physical object. I was like setting a screen in pick and roll.
Yeah, and that was just a great setup for Dark Muffin because he knew they were all kind of all in C, but he waited till that separation, waited until they fully committed to pop that Steel Garden, and then their guns are gone. They're sitting ducks. Mississippi State collapses, ends up getting the kill. Great coordination, and we will see if they can continue it going forward. But so far, as we said, this is attack sided. 3 rounds on the best, but not the worst.
I mean, Western Colorado starts the round off with what, like, their comp is designed to do. That Teo missiles, Raze nade in there, and then Panda just throws his life away into the A Rebel. And now full A Rebel control for Western Colorado. And it's looking like a tough pistol round to pick back up.
Yep, you're going to see, right now, you're hoping Western Colorado makes a mistake. You're hoping they overpeak just a little bit to get this peak. Minute left in the round. Don't want to be too crazy. Don't want to be too over the top. You're going to try to see to get a kill, but don't just rush in with chickens with your head cut off. Use your utility. You have a comp design around attack. Let's see if they can break this B site.
Boo alone on site here. They could easily get picked off right here. Playing in the pit. There's not a real good way out of the pit, especially when 3 people peek you. So, looks like you're going to get stunned in the pit. This is looking like a rough time.
Reach gun into the flash. Good plays there. Does get booed. Do they clear out tree? They don't, but they know he's spotted. Here comes Western Kentucky. They are game split. Solus misses the kill. Hughes gets the trade, but you'd like to see that one go Mississippi State's way.
Yeah.
Right now, 3v3. Better numbers. As an understanding where at least one is. Dave gets the pick on Yusk. Does know where one is. A-Link knows one.
Last player
pushing out at the
standing.
same time. Raze with another kill. Has 2 on the round. Sees he does get naded out. Understands where they are.
Oh, missing
Trying to fire towards the bomb. And gets shot down. Raze with 3 good kills. Not a bad round. Got the retake back. You overextend just a little bit, which I think would have worked if you just win the 1v1. And unfortunately, Reyna just has MSU's number. It doesn't matter who you are on the team. She's going to find a pick.
Yeah, Estefan really has been the story of this game, getting huge picks in lots of rounds. But I mean, State really needs to be. You're gonna look at the first blood like differential on both these teams. It might be every single round for Western Colorado. I cannot think the last round State did not give up the first blood. So I would like for State to have a little bit more discipline in these moments, but hopefully they can bring that back.
And I definitely agree there. I think the ideas, I think the plays they're going for are good. Like we saw that take on speed. That was very well executed. They're just kind of losing the fights, which I think is a better problem to have than not having any execution at all. But at the end of the day, this is a shooter. eventually you gotta just tap him in the head, right? So we're gonna see if he gets a little bit better. Mix you with the pick onto C-Tree. Does buy the outlaw to watch A. Know that it's a buy round. Pretty free picks off there. And right now, MSU just looking to find a
Yeah.
pick. Something for this round.
Boom. Recognize that what you did. You broke the cam C, walk up A. You heard the Rays leaving. Walk up, Tyler. Now he's jump spotting. You can kill him. You hear him. Okay.
Backing up a little bit A.
He stumps up. He
Still-
listens to me. He can hear me. He can hear me saying that. He's like, no, Beau, you're wrong. Yeah, he's waiting for the stun. Okay.
Oh,
Well, that didn't work out.
good
Spike
shots
down
there from
A.
Rays. Oh, great missiles as well. Oh, Dank Muffin gets a kill on the Beau. Looks
30
like a little
seconds
jump
left.
180 there to get that kill.
Last player standing.
Loses the fight. Solus. The whole community's calling for the ace. I can hear it all the way from Texas. Are they gonna bait for it? Can't take Muffin deny it.
Hey,
And there it
well.
is. Great ace by MSU. Right place, right time, right gun. And that's another round here. It's getting dicey. This buy round is a must round for MSU on attack. They have all the tools at their disposal. They just need to execute.
Yeah, people talk about the 3-9 curse a lot, but oftentimes to activate the 3-9 curse, you need the you need the pistol. 311 is a tough score to come back from. Just 2 rounds needed with the Rays already online to make this bonus maybe come a little bit difficult. So I need an emphatic win here for them to convince me that they're back into it.
Yeah, and it'll be exciting to see. The Rays playing up a little bit aggro. Does clip 1, is stunned. Can they make something to use of it? They are firing the ult. Gets trades on trades on trades. It is numbers from
Scaling over
state. They
here.
are low. Solus with the clutch heal. Rotating on to C. Do they recognize this? Bundled up in C, one on B. They have the numbers. Can they take advantage?
Yeah, running
Rotating
all the
back
way
to the
back A.
angle.
Put pressure on the Cypher. But making noise there, and I like it, and now the spike comes to A. I do like this a lot.
Yep,
Tyler-
A is open for the taking. Smoke goes through. They are going to go through. It looks like it's going to be an A-B kind of split push. Can they carve through the map? They will get hurt. One is in C-Link. Only one going to be near drop.
spike
Does go
planted.
drop. Andrew gets spotted. Estefan gets a pick. The Thorn and MSU side all
Cutting their
game.
vision.
Feels like all you got to do is kill him, get the round. Dave gets another pick.
One health.
Last
3-3.
player standing.
Estefan getting another pick before Dank Muffin can get to the site. 3v1. Someone's on the bomb. They're going to stick it. That's another round for Western Colorado. Estefan just will not go away.
Match point.
Yeah, it's yeah, State is looking really lost on this map, especially on their attack rounds. Like, they're committing to the A site with only 2 people, and their 2 are rushing in from B to do it. Just wait for your team. They had plenty of time, but they chose to rush it. Just the nerves really getting into them, the uncomfortability with this with a new player. Like Citri on 3 kills. Like, it's tough. 9 rounds in a row needed to bring this back to OT.
Yeah, there's some timing there where Citri pulls out utility or turns their back right when it peaks. You'd like to think that communication needs to get a little bit better to know what angles are covered and what angles aren't. Going back to a C push, they haven't pushed C yet. They don't really understand the whole the Cypher setup that is on C, which is bad on a 3-12 map. You want to learn it by experiencing it. You don't want to experience it when you only need to lose 1 round to lose the map. They are playing slow. They are waiting to see, can they find
Flash
something
place.
here.
Not ready yet. Good hit. Retrieving flash.
Does know one is in C-Link. It does make them rotate just enough. Can they push on to C? Cypher going back to waterfalls. Flash comes in. They are pushing through. TP off of the trips. Not hitting anyone. They do take the site. Can they find the pick? All of them in the pit. WCU. Beau does find one.
Spike planted.
Bomb does go down, but doesn't have the picks. Trade's going in. Dave's get 2. Dank Muffin gets another.
1 enemy remaining.
Beau gets another. Dank Muffin, one
My
more.
ultimate.
Gets 1. Ooh. just falls, and that's going to be first map down for MSU.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, MSU looking really
Defenders
rough that
win.
series. I'm sensing lots of uncomfortability with a new player. A lot of their game plans are looking a lot different than they typically is for them. So State's gonna really have to work really hard to bring this back in map 2. So we're
Yeah,
gonna take a
and if
quick break, and then we'll be back for map 2, everybody.
see you there. All right, welcome back. Unfortunate start there for MSU. You like to see things go a little bit differently, especially on a map their pick, but first map gone. Let's focus on the new one. Beau, what do you like to see things improve? And we'll start here with the composition. What do you want to see things change?
So first, now we got Solace on the Duelist. Now Solace is really routinely normally a CS:GO player, but thankful helps out with this team plays on Valor and Black. And so, what do you get from CS:GO? You get a lot of game sense, and you get a lot of like just pure aim, as I like to call it. So Solace is gonna have a really easy time. Like just running down and winning those important gunfights. 4 rounds. I think that where he struggles sometimes on that Sky, that utility, knowing when to use that utility, and so he'll still have I think he'll have a better time just focusing on playing Jet, focusing on tapping heads, and getting and maintaining those advantages for his team.
For sure. And you want someone who's just focused on fragging. Because look at Estefan from the other side. That
Yeah.
man was fragging non-stop. He was in there for one reason only. Lurk, flank, kill. And so
Mm.
Mississippi State either needs to match it or they got to stop it. One of
Yeah.
the two. But that better be what they were focusing on a ton coming into this next map. But it looks like comps are picked relatively the same for Western Colorado while defending. So it does not the best. The only thing they traded out the Cypher for the Vice. That really is it. We have the Killjoy coming out, our own Tejo from Panda. So a little bit of a mix-up here from MSU. I like to see it. Starting off on attack, not as an attack-sided map. This is way more of a defending-sided map. And we'll see how this goes.
Mm. We should see like State, if they really want to combat this this Estefan, who has been going through, just walking through everywhere throughout the map and getting advantages for his team. They really need to look to actively re-clear space, especially if they're going to be running comps like Sky Teo. They need to look for and try and find that They need to look for and find that Reyna who will be certain with them. But now they start on the attack. Hopefully Sky Teo, really good for taking sites, really good for running down that Vice. So we'll see how it goes.
Setting up, going for a little bit of a mid hit here, taking mid control, going to mid doors. Flash comes out, one in water. Vice gets spotted, Vice gets dead. First blood going out for Mississippi State. 2 spotted in water, missiles coming out. Looks like they are just rushing B. That first pick is needed, something they were lacking last map. Flashes come out, peeking through. Souls gets another one. Dake Muffin gets 3. Right now it's a 5v2. A lot better looking around for State. Estefan on the lurk does get 1. Both near the CT area. They know where one is. Can they find the other? Pandas. Boss Estefan gets another kill. Reyna going to keep hitting. Dave gets 1. It's now down to a 2v2. Dake Muffin gets 1. Dave gets the trade. 1v1. Does have the heal. Solus does spot him. Little ring around the Rosie there in the alley. Gets the kill. Solus. Coming up clutch. It was great. It was not great. Turned out to be great again. Whew.
A pistol for Mississippi State. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Everyone get hype.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great round. Until it wasn't, and then it was again. They were pesky, but the execution was great.
Yeah, I mean, it's Estefan who you gotta look out for a ton. So they do a good job punishing a player that likes to play roast, and just going 5 through and exploding through that door can be really good on your attack side. But I anticipate that's not something they're gonna run all the time. Maybe they'll probably try and slow it down after they push the pace at the beginning, then maybe slow it down a bit.
That Western Kentucky, they're going to speed it back up. They said if you're going to slow down, we're going to speed up. Dake Muffin saw right through it, does get a pick.
Retrieving flash.
Fighting all through mid. Dave gets another before Dake Muffin. Dave gets another. Dake Muffin did get 3. Numbers advantage still for MSU. It's spotted going towards doors. 2 alive. But the real question is, where is Esteban? Where is the Reyna?
Last player standing.
Does get the kill on Dave. 3v1. Another great push there. Looks like they are going to take towards A site. That Reyna nowhere to be found, but you know they're looking, they are skeptical. They need to play as a group,
Spike
get the
planted.
bomb down, go into your usual post-plant setup.
I'm picking up that bulldog.
Bird in mid. In red. And C3 just wins the 1v1.
Gun here.
Let them know. That's what I'm talking about, C3. Better round, a lot better communication from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. She's really a great difference maker in her aim in games. If you get her in positions for her to make clutches and do that for your team, she's a huge tool, a huge boon for your team. Sometimes she struggles a lot in getting into those positions herself and setting herself up for those positions. So sometimes she'll have stinker games, but that's not. Once she's in those positions, she can fry the best of them.
And miscommunication is not going to last long. It's not like they never play with each other type thing. So first game wasn't as good. You'd like to see it improve as this match keeps going, and it looks like it absolutely is. Mississippi State heading towards A, running out, see if they can find some information. Firing through the smoke. No commitment just yet. Rotating from Western Colorado, going towards A. If they hit this, it's going to be an all-out brawl, not something Mississippi State wants. Rotating back out. Defense gets separated again. 55 seconds on the clock. What does Mississippi State want to do here?
What? Rotating, just going to B, seeing Vice set up A. They rotate, going into B.
Yep, looks like it's going to be a hit here. Only 2 people on site. Missiles come out to delay the push in. Good dash out. Does get backside control. No one dies, does get a pick. C3 finds 1. Estefan gets the trade.
Spike down B.
Dank Muffin gets a kill. Numbers again for Mississippi State with not having gun control. Dave spotted in CT. Dave spotted in heaven. Panda going for a safe plant for B main. See if they can get back there to get it. Use, going aggressive. Going for that Reyna. Gets the kill on the Reyna. 4v2. Dave, spotted up top.
One enemy remaining.
Last one, no. Dave on the top. He's alive, but not for long. He's going to have to come down to this bomb. Another great round for Mississippi State.
Yeah, I mean, that bonus is huge. Like, we're seeing the momentum swing in the
Gun
exact
here.
opposite direction. Solace on the Jet is I would say a lot more explosive than Panda. Sometimes Panda stays back, gets a little nervous. Like Solace, you see the Teo stuns are right in front of him. Does not care. Jet dashing into sight, making the space for his team, and that entry, that space that was created for State, really won them the round. Got him pass, opened up the lurk. Got him worried about that. Dank Muffin was able to come back in and clean everything up through alley. It was a really textbook round.
Absolutely. Dank Muffin is absolutely having great shots here. He has his ult online. 7 kills for him. He has absolutely been a difference maker. And I'm starting to understand your frustration at the first game. I was staying positive. I was trying to think they could do it. But now I'm watching them play like this. I get it. These guys are good. And I'm excited to see it. 3-0 for MSU. Slow take on to B here. Solus is looking for the extra kill. Spotted Stefan. Don't think Estefan saw him. Getting that kill on Reyna can almost guarantee you a round with the impact that he has for Western Colorado.
Yeah, State's going to bring it back to A, though, there. They've put in some threat on B. Wow, nice pick.
Oh, Yusk with a great pick.
They're bringing it back to A. They put some threat on B. And this I really like, bringing it back to A.
Their Jet is peeking. Jet is spotted. Oh, Yusk with another pick.
Oh,
Does get the flash. Just flashed himself and ran through it. Hey, whatever works. A site's
He's
taken.
going to go for it again.
Spike planted.
Gets the kill.
Let's
3
go.
kill. Ace loading. Ace loading.
Used to open this round.
You want it.
5v2, it's pretty much a done deal for State. Not really good enough guns for Western Colorado to get back in those rounds. I think pushing for the
Last
ace.
player standing.
But-
Absolutely pushing for the ace, and I wanted it. We all in chat wanted it. Dank Muffin with another impactful kill to end the round. And they're playing fast, and they're playing with a purpose. Something we did not see at all last map.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
map selection.
yeah, I think what's really doing them a service in this round is how they've created the question marks around the map. First, they threaten B, they push up B, and the Reyna Estefan's like, guys, I need help. Help me, please. I need help. They're 5 execute B, I need help. They rotate over to B. Let's bring it back A, where Dank Muffin's been chilling the entire time. Let's bring it back. So, really nice stuff to see.
Sky and Killjoy ult both available for MSU. Clove and Reyna ult both available for Western Colorado. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Reyna ult, see Estefan make a hero play. He's been doing it quite frequently here. Only one person on B. The wall is set up. As long as they don't get hit by it too much, don't fall right into a trap. They do look good. Killjoy on the lurk. He does have a fight in red. Gets the kill onto an ulting Estefan. Dank Muffin with this Bulldog.
I've got your trail.
Bulldog using the Bulldog there. Does get traded, but that's such an impactful kill. Push comes out. They found one in the back corner. Does get the pick. Numbers for Mississippi State. Sight online. There's the Armageddon. Solus with another pick. Taking his ground. Guy looking for the pick. Guy gets the pick. Solus wants the kill. Solus gets the kill. That's another round on the board for Mississippi State. All starting with beating Estefan in his own game with that lurk mid.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, I'd say Western Colorado had the right reaction. They walked up 3 on A onto the KJ and were ready. They knew the KJ was there. They saw him place the alarm bot there. They're like, we're going to pounce on this guy. Estefan peeks out just a smidgen too early, and then not even looking nice off draft, by the way, so all this good stuff.
Yep.
But
it's okay, you can tap heads, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. But speaking out spin too light, and a great flick from Will Dank Muffin.
Yeah, his kills have been plentiful and impactful. Still holding on to the KJ.
My
Two
goodness.
big picks there. He wasn't going to go down quietly. 3v5. A little bit lazy with those dry peaks, and they're going to walk right back with the tail tucked between their legs.
Yeah. got a little like, yeah, we're winning. Let's go. We can just walk them down. Let's just walk into the site. And boom. Oh, wait a second. That's why we didn't do that
Look
before.
who's here mid. And there he is.
Yeah.
He's sensing it. He smells blood in the water, and he is absolutely going for it. 2v5 at this point. Save your guns, get some picks. Estefan with 4.
Locating targets.
I don't even know if you want to give him the ace. I would jump off the
Yeah.
map before I gave him an ace. I don't want to feed that man's ego. He's already hot as it is. Bring around the Rosie here in mid. He's hunting for the ace. C3 doesn't want to give it to him.
Yeah.
Here comes the chase down.
She's gonna face. She's got it.
Dogs are after the sit.
30 seconds
Stun
left.
coming out by Estefan. Gets 1. Gets 2. Woo! C3 not going down without a fight. First round for Western Colorado. And it was just one man. The man has been a thorn in their side all match.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Estefan just holding a tight angle with the Guardian. Tap, 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 tap. Boom. Two headshots, 2 kills, and then the round's over. Like a 3v5, you should never really win a 3v5. They happen sometimes. You're able to make it happen, but a clean 3v5 like that, where you don't like have sight or anything like that, you should really never win it. And that's what happens. So.
Yep, a little bit of a momentum stall. Don't let it get in your head. Don't let it be too impactful here. You'll know what y'all did wrong. Y'all made a mistake. That's fine. Let's move on and see how they take this round. Learning from their mistakes. Stalking out first before peeking their heads. Finds 1 on A. We have multiple rotates. 3 coming over to check it. 5 bundled up here in A main. Killjoy ult. Looks like it is about to go down.
Yeah, and this ult should be allow them to have sight. It should be everything for them.
Assuming the missiles do not take it out.
Yeah, I'm curious to why Dangmon's waiting so long. I would just
I think they're waiting for some more info they want to see. Spotted 1, doesn't get a silence on any of them. Missiles are down. That's big. I feel like the ult can come through now if they want it. And that's exactly what they're doing. They are baiting the missiles. Ult is coming through. They are on the site. Western Colorado backing up. Site is free. They're going to take it. Now is the time. Smoke's coming through. Use gets 1 pick.
30 seconds left.
No one's detained. Solus on that flank. Estefan gets 1. Dink Muffin gets another.
Wow.
Trade's going back and forth. It is a 3v3. Estefan wins the fight. 2v3 now.
1 enemy
Overhealed. Dave gets 1. Mix, you finish it off with the ult. Not a bad take there, but just kind of lost the fight.
Yeah, I mean, Dave dumpstered Solace by hopping up onto that box clean headshot. Like, oh wow, that was really impressive. But I mean, I have to question some of the state's game plans here. Like when they planned it at safe A, and then they played 2 people Art who can't see the spike after the Western Colorado retakes the site. And so sometimes that's really frustrating when you're playing off site and you realize the spike plant is not for you, and you're like, oh, and I have to run on the site, and you normally lose those. And that's how we saw. I mean, in 2v3 post plants are winnable. UCP teams win that a lot, but just state was not in a position to win that.
I agree. They took the site well, and they waited for that Killjoy ult very well as well. They baited out the missiles beforehand. No one was on the site. You got to see them come up with that. But round has passed. Let's focus on another one. Loving this A main site, but it looks like they are a little more spread out. Dank Muffin taking a lot of space here already in Art.
Looking up, gearing up for an ace split.
This could be an impactful kill coming up right here. Does look
They need to
like
see
peaks.
that.
Estefan gets the kill.
That stuff on. And now we walk into the wall.
My ultimate is ready.
Boo. Gets another.
Oh, really? I totally
Another
missed that
3v5.
as well.
Not the best outcome. You want to reconvene. Rotating on to B, Panda. Looking to see if he can find some picks. Finding any lurkers. But right now, your only objective is to plant this bomb, get that extra money.
All missiles away. Locating targets.
Running out here,
One
does
suppressed.
find Estefan.
Nice munition.
Dave fighting another pickle T3. Estefan finds 1.
30
Use
seconds
does
left.
get the trade. It is a 4v0. Use goes down 3-5 for Mississippi State. Still has a sizable lead. Is a defensive sided map. But not what you want to see in terms of momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, State's just taking a little bit, not really decisive enough. They have Tyler Panda's been having a really rough series and game so far, and he's not in positions to make these attacks work. He's often lurking on the Tejo, and sometimes that's just really he's been in a rough position. The attack, he's self-inflicted rough position.
Yeah, the first 4 rounds they were aggressive. They were going out there with a purpose. I get you want to play like a little bit slower, but I think if you can really catch them off guard, oh, Estefan
Can we stop?
is the
walking
reason they are
through
losing
this?
right now.
Okay.
Great kill there with
with
Solstice 4v4. All of a sudden, the round looks good again. Solstice is a little weak, but it looks like they're going to make it work. Going towards A, so is Western Colorado. Can they find a way to get this pick? Rotating back, going towards CT. Minute left, plenty of time.
Yeah. I mean,
Too
this
old
call
for
looks.
Mississippi State.
This call is I'm a little hesitant of just because you're running into the vice wall at the late time, and that's like a recipe for disaster in rounds. And now all of a sudden this guy here, MSU here's the rotates calling for the rotates on B.
I've got your trail.
Solus going very far back, waiting for the lurk. The lurker is already dead. They got the wall off. They can't really go anywhere unless they shoot out the wall. The wall goes back down.
30
Taking the
seconds
site,
left.
but Western Colorado is kind of already there. They will get the plant off. Armageddon is coming out. Can you get it out and get to safety? Armageddon does get the kill. T-Tree does get 2. Rez comes in. It is a 3v3. Now it's a 2v3. Solus with the knives. Let's see that CSGO aim come in to work. Planted for them at B main. Solus does get 1. Stun comes out. Gets another one. 1v1. See you not falling. He's not falling for it. He's peeking. Not falling for it again. Is going to have to shoot. Can he find it? He does not. Those smokes coming in after death came in clutch there.
Yeah.
And man, just going for the gamble of not peeking. Got it half.
That half one was huge in that round, and 2, you see the value of those closed smokes after death, like huge in those post plant scenarios like that, where you're able to get that smoke off on the bomb that doesn't allow for Solus to really know where he's spraying, know where he's shooting, and able to get that diffuse off to win the round.
Yeah, it was
Tech.
the balls on him to.
Tyler
Tech not moving right now. Doesn't seem like they're taking a timeout.
Yeah, I call it Tech here.
Yeah, you'd like to think a technical pause would come out. Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
I think we're okay. I think the buy did go through. I hope.
No,
We're not having
it ended up not going through. But Tyler was just like, hey, can one of you guys please in for me so I can get a gun? Yes, please. That's how those conversations normally go. But we'll see.
Has mid control, can slice up the map. Stefan lurking in mid.
I really like.
Go through Art to go through A.
Yeah, State has this round. No one on A. They just happened to A.
Playing decisive, going through. Panda playing a little bit of a meat shield here without a bomb, without a gun. And it looks like they are going to take the site. Solus does take a round. Can Solus play a little bit slower to know he's there? Solus gets the pick. Good pick there. Use gets the kill as well. Solus with another pick. All that's left is the operator. 1v4 with an op close range. Don't let him make a clip. It's about to blow up on social media if you let this fall through your fingers.
Nah, it's not. Well, they adjust their mistakes from last time, planted open. They have Teo rockets. Will be online in a second. That pick doesn't mean anything.
One. Post bombs in a lot better position for a post plan. Can be seen from 3 different angles, and all 3 angles is covered from Mississippi State. It's going to try to smoke. It's going to smoke again. Hasn't gotten into half. Is forcing. Use gets the kill. Great round there. All because bomb positioning and post plan much improved from the rounds prior last time they were on it.
State picking up the op. We'll see, putting that in Solus's hands. I wonder what their ideas with it are. Are they just, hey, get a pick early when they swing you and win the round? We'll see. I'm curious. I'm curious what they're playing, what they've cooked up for this.
Bladestorm, the only thing online in terms of ult for Western Colorado. Mississippi State not having any either. Panda saving an absolute ton of money, I will say. Man has bands in his pocket now after going pistol only. So, like to see him make use of this. Does have the operator. Wonder if they're going to go for a slow play here. Blades coming out. One's going to be there. Will Estefan ego check and dry peek this? He knows the ops in the map.
No. Yeah, really, this is a good pickup there. Like, no, Estefan loves the jump spot from back here, and already close smoking B main. Surprising.
They had an inkling. They knew the op was there. They had an inkling to be here. Great spot. Big Muffin gets a pick. Great on those opening picks. That's going to call a rotate to A. He's not there. Spike down. That kills the rotate. They are now all going back to B. Unfortunate timing for MSU. If you had that rotate in before that pick was dead, you could almost guarantee this round. Everyone from both sides up on B.
Nice.
Panda gets the pill onto Estefan. That's a huge pick. Spike does go back towards B main with Killjoy lurking. Rotate is called.
Blocking sight.
Loving this play here with Killjoy positioning.
30 seconds left.
He is. Thank Muffin. Great kills. He's been shooting hot all
Where are we going?
game.
25 seconds? Where are we going? We're a little late. And now they see this close smoke, and Citri's like, crap, Clove is on site. We need to get to A site. 15 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to take this. We got to take this right now, and it needs to be as a team. You do not want to let Clove get this smoke. Solus is going to find a pick. Going to have to force the plant safe because of all the time they did take.
Spike planted.
Clove's on the site. Clove gets some kills. Seems to be dead. 2v3. We do have the pick here coming out. Solus gets another pick. All that's left is the Clove in a 3v5. Bomb not as good of a position, but State is spread out.
Yeah,
Panda getting the pick there the other time. Great round. Little worrisome. Was able to
Last round in
I
the
really
half.
like how State is like slowing, like basically how slow their rounds are, and there's like, we know you're gonna get antsy with the comp that you're playing. You're playing double duelist. You don't have very much. You only have the Vice Wall that kind of tells you passive util. If we can break that, or you don't put it in a good position that we can break, then you're going to get antsy. Your Jet and Reyna are going to need to peek us from random angles, and we're going to be able to get lots and lots of first bloods. And I really like how chill they've been taking it.
Next round start, another B tank. Jet being a little more aggressive, does peek down. Solus still has the op. Love to see the Jet get a little aggressive here. The Jet, another inch forward. Dashes back. Woo! Still spread out. State's in a good spot here. We'll see how this develops. Finding the first pick on Panda. Dake Muffin does get the trade. He has turned into the Estefan on our team, the Killjoy lurk. Never thought I'd see the day.
Coming back. And now Reyna is like, oh, I'm antsy, I'm going up there. But maybe we'll get pick on Solus. We'll see how disciplined. Knife out, not very disciplined.
Yep. Make sure you check it. Make sure you know. He's going to get one. Can he get another? Stun's coming out. CG does find the pick. That is all you needed. Clove is going to be there. Doesn't get the spot from the flash. Nothing is cleared out yet. Everyone does find the blind. Does find one. Mixie does get a pick. 2v3.
Careful. You should run.
Killjoy ult. I like it, but you got to take your time.
One enemy remaining.
Peek
30
too
seconds
early,
left.
is what I was going to say. I like the ult, getting the plant off.
We're playing safe.
Satry, smart move. Can you make it worth your while? One does get detained. Going to play mere mid. Curious to see how she plays this.
Yeah, I think with this plant, they're thinking she's playing backhaul often, so they might actively reclear that. Yep.
If you're going to peek, you got to peek at the perfect timing. Timing is everything here. That's fine. That's fine. Already a hard one to win. You'd love to see the clutch come in, but it's all right. Lost some picks there. 7-5. It's a half won by Mississippi State. Good attack round. Is a defensive-sided map. I do fear they're going to have the same issues Western Colorado will, just by the way the comps are designed. But Mississippi State has momentum, and they're feeling a lot better compared to last map. I'm very confident.
Yeah, I think you'll see I mean, Solace has been a different beast on this map, on the Jet, getting lots of huge entries for State, and really setting up Dank Muffin on these lurks has been really active. So I'm curious to see Dank Muffin, not a traditional Sentinel player, played a lot of Initiator starting for this team, but Yusk and Dank Muffin have really swapped roles just due to comfortability ever since this team began. So I'm intrigued to see his anchoring skills. Yusk very well known for being an anchor site, get 2 on site. I'm just curious how Dank Muffin's gonna fare here.
Perfect. And 7-5 with Panda only having 3 kills. He has the potential. We all know he can step up and get some kills here. He's already in a perfect position to get 1. Playing at doors closed. No one really there for a trade as we got 3 in
Drone going out.
Colorado. Drone comes in. He gets spotted. Backs up, playing his life. They fly through doors. Looks like the same exact hit Mississippi State did in the first round. Dog comes in. They back out. They're back to mid.
Oh.
Oh, great use of the missiles there. Use goes down, and it looks like they're going to trickle towards A.
Running into this KJ setup, though.
They do
Maybe
not know
I'll
about the
move this
KJ util, as well as another person on that can, in fact, win another round. Panda
Careful.
deciding to move. Still towards mid. Might go for the lurk. Here comes Western Kentucky. MSU with another pick. Dank Muffin does get 1, but it's 2v4.
Probably gonna have to do
One
that.
enemy remaining.
MSU finds
One
another
kill.
pick. Panda does get 1 off the flank. However, he is the last alive. Can he make a miracle happen? Everyone is going back towards A main. He knows they're going back to A main. And you have Estefan coming up right behind him. He has no idea. He has no idea. Does find 1. Doesn't matter. Pistol not going towards MSU's way.
Yeah, I'm saying that this is the first time I've ever seen Panda play this Tejo, and I'm sensing that he doesn't really know where he's supposed to be doing with it. Like Tejo, Agent, you can, a lot of global YouTube, you can send those missiles really anywhere, not anywhere, but places close to you, you can send those missiles. And really you want to be in that iPad a lot of the time, being able to help your teammates out with the missiles. Instead he's sitting close to door with a classic, which is not a very, normally it's fine on like a Jet or a Reyna where you can get out once you get the kill, but on Tejo, I don't know so much.
We had a stud there, MSU. Oof, great shot. Oof. Great shot. They were just trying to make something out of nothing there with an eco round, knowing what they were getting themselves into. But like I said in the round before, they actually got a Sky got a stun with the dog. You'd like to see the missiles come out right there, and it probably does pick up a kill. Assuming that he did buy them for the pistol round. Not looking good. It is an attack on B for Western Colorado. I keep saying Western Kentucky. I would like to
One
apologize
enemy
if there's
remaining.
any Western Colorado people in here. I promise it's not on purpose.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Estefan doing what Estefan does. He's picked 5v1. It is flawless. Eco round. They tried to make something happen. Doesn't work. Is what it is. Let's move on to the full buy.
Yeah. Big buy coming for State. I think they'll definitely, be able to do well this round. I'm interested what the gameplay shift up is for Panda. Panda not seeming to having a great time. Not
Panda,
sure.
we need you to Panda, we need you to move, buddy. Panda, we need you back. There it is. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hopefully he's feeling okay.
Yeah.
We all love for some Tyler Panda out here. Former, I think, player of the month.
Oh, stole us with a big pick.
So it doesn't know that Clove crossed though, so good. Oh,
Does see the Clove, gets out with his life.
Yeah.
If Mississippi State wants to get these rounds, the Solus needs to stay alive. I know CSGO players, man, when they get hot, they want to peek everything. Fight the ego. Dank Muffin with another clutch pick. They see the rotate. Yusk with another pick. Last two are seen, are spotted.
Yeah, Dank Muffin has been Estefan's kryptonite this series.
Always.
Like, walk up on me. I really like how he's dealing with it.
Yeah, great. And that is the counter that you've seen from game 1 to game 2. They know it's coming. They know the lurk's going to be there. And they're fighting for it. And they're planning for it. And he is winning the 1v1s. And that is what these rounds are coming towards, is winning those 1v1s. Panda with the final pick. Needed that. 8-7 Mississippi State. Just overall great defensive round.
Yeah, huge round, keeping 4 rifles into the next one. Would like to see the perfect 5. Sauce gives his life away at the end there, unfortunate. But now it should have this is like in Valorant, the 4th round is always like the big round because first is pistol. I mean that's a big round. Obviously, it determines who buy, who gets the momentum. Second round is normally person who won pistol wins. Third round is normally the second person who won first and second. Bonuses, so they keep their bad guns just to build up their economy. And now this 4th round is the huge round.
Still looking for a buy. Has lighter shields there for Dank Muffin. Sees 5. I think this is about to be an all-out rush for B. No util being spotted. Gun comes out, backs up, plays your life. No one is dead yet. Western Colorado, full site control, taking back site. Bomb not being planted. Looks like it's about to go down now. Estefan gets 1. Panda with a great flick, killing him. MSU with 2. Great shots from him as well. 2v3. You'd like to see them win that 1v1. Bomb was not yet planted. Still time for Mississippi State.
Spike planted.
Both bundled up. Can they find that first pick? Won't MSU peek out. There she goes.
One
They're now
enemy
looking.
remaining.
Dank Muffin with another clutch kill. It's a 2v1. Missiles coming out. Stolas
Player
versus
standing.
Boo gets the kill. Both low.
Oh.
Great kills there from Boo. Clutch with the missiles. They were already low. MSU with a great comeback. Planned it with the great shots. Dank Muffin with some great shots. Just wasn't able to pull it out.
Yeah, I mean, that was a. I mean, the state did a lot. I mean, it was a good call at the beginning from Western Colorado. They hit the site the Jet's on, so the Jet like has to get out of there. When you're 5 hitting a Jet, Jet's like, I'm sorry, I'm out. Maybe they can get a pick. Wasn't able to get it. Gets out and had the site. State does a good job on the retake, and it ends up in a 2v1. Unfortunately, it gets clutched out for Boo.
Yeah, both players are on 12 HP. It's a coin flip. The servers decide who wins. You know, it's just one of those where like both teams recovered. It went back and forth. But it is what it is. Solace with the Blade Storm coming out. Thorn's also coming out. Doesn't hit anyone on the site. 5v5. Western Colorado does take control.
Spike planted.
Good sense of util is getting suppressed. Ult from Stefan. If they can shut that down, you can almost guarantee a round win. If you can't find a pick on him, it's almost guaranteed a round loss. Dave, for peek, double peeking. Multiple here in alley. Panda does get a kill with the missiles. Numbers advantage. Flood's going out. Good splash there. Solus finds 1. Estefan finds 1. Estefan finds 2. Does go invisible. Knows where Panda is going to look for the back. But if they want to win this round, they got to kill Estefan and the person playing in the back.
Last player standing.
Finds another. Estefan finds 3. Bomb getting low. With only Panda, a gun, and a dream. Boo waiting for him to peek. And that's going to be another round for Western Colorado. With just another clutch performance from Estefan. Cherry on top of the 4. And Western Colorado with the first lead here of this map.
Yeah, I mean that's a cold hard lesson that needs to be taught. Clear your corners. Use running across Estefan, giving Estefan free bail, sometimes you don't clear your corners and that's good. You have a teammate behind you, Trina. Reyna kind of trade you. Reyna kind of rewrites the rules of the game in which, hey, even if you didn't clear me, even if you got that someone traded you, I'm just missing out and I'm out of here. So rough stuff for Mississippi State.
Get out of my way!
Yep, first time losing. MSU is whipping out the knives once again. Looks like it is going to be towards more of a B hit. It has been their success. They are gambling.
All missiles away.
Yeah, State hears the tail. It's like, oh, gotta be A. But it's a gamble you have to sometimes make on go rounds. But now unfortunately, when that gamble doesn't work, you give up the site to the opponents and they get a free plan off.
Absolutely. Dank Muffin will have ult next round. Panda will have ult next round. Just try not to give him any kills. If you can die to the spike, that would be optimal. Estefan, work once again, has 25 kills. Did absolute work.
One enemy remaining.
Dave gets 1, Estefan gets 3. And another round for Western Colorado. 10-8. Cutting it a little close. It's better, but it's not the best. You want to see them win it. And another defender's taking another timeout. What do you think the topic is here?
Well, I think they're trying something different. Solus getting that operator out. So I'm intrigued on where they want to put it. Solus probably a little unconfident because he's jump spotting. He's like, oh shoot, there's 5B. So if you're gonna deal with that, you either need to just go and fight them. So send your Sky Tail jet there and get your jet up on an angle where they can get a pick and get out and win the round that way. Or just leave your put a KJ set up on B. Make it difficult for them to get into that site. So.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what the solution is. I think they're gonna opt into that. They have that op online, getting Solace up on that B angle, and fight B main, get that pick and get an advantage that way. Because right now, B retake is so difficult on Pearl, especially when you get that plant deep open for long, and you can just sit your Tejo out there as like as soon as you plant. And especially with this Armageddon, I put the salvos on it. I put the Armageddon on it. Boom, that wastes 20 seconds, and boom, the bomb's already or the spikes already exploded, and boom, the round's over. We win the round. So
Yeah, I think the topic is going to be, can we slow down the B push? They've been loving B. It's been free for them. They've had sight almost every single time. Does Western Colorado still go for it? Are they going to go more of an A push? Right now, I think they're just going to kind of see what they can take while they push up. Dave is peeking.
oh, he saw that op, or is he gonna do it again? Maybe he didn't see the op.
I don't think he did.
Oh.
Now they know. B probably off the table now. You squatching mid where a lot of them are. Slowly set up here, slowly creeping towards doors. Good positions here for Mississippi State. They do have to go through doors.
Oh.
Stefan finding that pig on Dark Muffin. We've seen that duel time and time again. Unfortunately, Dark Muffin loses this one. The Reyna flank is online. Op's going to see it, and he'll find this pick. Souls does get the pick, shuts down the flank. This is big. 4v4, Op online. Not the best spot to use it, but Estefan, their top fragger, is down. Used. Great flick on there. Seekers come online. Seekers instantly used. Knows one is Art. Perfect time to use the Seekers.
3 for 3.
Finds out both of them are in B main. Everyone is found. Can they execute? Good Armageddon ult there. And we're off it.
Stand your ground.
I think he's going to die getting it to half. That's exactly what happened.
One enemy
Trades
remaining.
goes down. Teacher gets another one. 3v1. Does get the bomb defusal. Ooh.
Yeah.
Little scary, but got the win.
Huge retake, because I said that Dank Mumbling Estefan's kryptonite, but I don't know. Does anyone have a good Superman comic reference for when Superman overcomes kryptonite? Anyone? You got a good? No one.
That's not me. That's not me.
That's what had happened. That's what had happened. Estefan getting the pick, opening up the round onto the Sentinel site, but unfortunately, Solace huge pick to even it up, and then use getting that pick to bring State to the advantage into a 4v3 over out and Art. So big round for State.
Solus setting up on the perch, setting up a little differently. It's going for the B rush. That's exactly what he's wanting. He's want to get a pick here. Shoots right between them. It's going to get out. Estefan does find an opening pick. Can we get the trade? Does not find it. Are they going to still rush in? It looks like they are. Double drones coming in. Both locations are revealed. Both people are silenced. Bomb going down. Not a good position here for State. Down numbers, down positioning. Panda finds one on Estefan. Another big time round. Panda caught with the iPad out. He's being an iPad kid. Beau finding another one here in mid.
And those Beau picks were huge. They just completely got State.
They are going to attempt to go. They do know Boo's mid. Solus finds one. Beau finds another. Unfortunate timing. C-Tree is the queen of unfortunate timings here for this match. It's 11-9 State. You got the 4v4. You got what you wanted. But a little miscommunication. Beau coming in, guns blazing, and he just won the fights.
Yeah, I mean, the thing you say how unfortunate that round is. The thing that's also unfortunate is this gonna have to be a save for Mississippi State. Very little money left on the table, and as soon as they save here, assuming they lose their save, it's 12-9. It's map point, so rough spot that State's in right now.
Praying for a thrifty. Solus as the hero marshal. I've seen some crazy stuff happen with it. Shut down Estefan. Anything's possible.
Placing swarm grenade.
But looks like they're going Western Colorado, tried and true B, take it slow. I'm shocked they're not hitting it again. Honestly, it's been their best play. MSU really has not had a counter for this bum B rush. Ult spotted, knows they're going towards B, insta rotates happening. It looks like they're still going to commit to this. Shot missed from Solus, going to re-peek. Needs to be weary here. His Decade is dead. Kind of the only gun there for this state. Bombs being planted. This is coming down.
Oh, we got out.
MSU with another pick. 2v5.
Planted.
Dank Muffin does find one. MSU getting a little greedy. Western Colorado just playing safe. They know the rounds in the bag. Boo's on the
One
flank.
enemy
Boo
remaining.
finds
The
one.
ultimate grenade is
What a
live.
peek. Great nade. Great shots
Another.
for the most part. Boo still ends up with the kill. 12-9. Match point
Match
here for
point.
Western Colorado. That clutch gene. That trump card. Your secret plan Z. I don't care what it is. It needs to come out right now.
Yeah, Boo really owned it for them and has been owning it the last few rounds. The late lurks kind of had been Esvon in the past. Now it's Boo, and State's been really struggling with that late player.
Absolutely. It goes in Estefan and Boo are similar to Solus and Dank Muffin. Dank Muffin has had the impact kills, while Solus has had the plentiful kills. Meanwhile, Panda gets one, Panda gets two. Dave gets traded, but does pop the ult. Numbers are even. Does get stunned, does get shot out. Panda in a bad spot here. His team needs to bail him out.
Yeah,
Doesn't get the kill.
Adapt or die!
T-Tree, no gun, forced to concede the site.
Spike
Killjoy
planted.
comes in, Estefan gets the pick on the flanker, waiting for it the whole time.
Last player standing.
and
And that's the match.
Attackers win.
MSU, a lot valiant effort there. From the last map, looked good in attack. Knew the comp had a little struggles on defense, and the cracks slipped just a little bit.
Unfortunately, that is the end of the season here for Mississippi State Valorant Black. They put on an excellent show the entire time they were doing it, winning the fall semester and winning the spring semester. Unfortunately, unable to bring nationals home, losing in the semifinals here to Western Colorado University. But really an exciting season we had the entire time. We're going to cut to a break, and then hopefully after we'll have some player interviews for you to talk about the end of the season, and that'll be an end of stream. See you all then.
Yep, see you then. Welcome back, y'all. We're joined with Yusk and Solus here, two core players for MSU Valorant here. And I'm going to start with you, Yusk. As team captain, y'all did have a hell of a year. You hate to see losing there in the semifinals, but y'all made it to national semifinals. Please tell us about how you prepped, how y'all went through this season to get to even where you were.
Um, Honestly, it was a lot of whenever someone was available, hey, do you want to play? Because school, any, collegiate esports team, you always have to do your schoolwork as well. And it's honestly very hard for us during the season to find time to practice. Like we strive for even just one practice a week. I mean, it was rough sometimes, but I think honestly, it was a lot of communication and it was a lot of like, hey, does this work? Hey, what are you thinking when I'm doing this or this? So I think that's honestly one of the biggest reasons why we went so far. But yeah, that's probably the main core reason why we made it to nationals in the first place.
Perfect.
Rob, my next question is for you. As someone who wasn't really part of the team at the beginning of the semester and then joins the team closer to the end, being like due to whatever honestly whatever happened within the team, how was that for you? How was transitioning into an already winning team like for you? How that what pressures did you feel? What did you feel in that moment?
Yeah, it was definitely interesting because you're definitely on a roll when I first got here, and I think I had subbed at one game earlier in the season, but that was about it. And then one of our players became the stream director, so I kind of had to step in and take a lot of roles for that. Um, and again, I didn't really come from this game as a background, so there was a lot of stuff I was having to pick up on the fly, whether it was in game realizing, oh, that is an angle that I now realize exists, or that is a piece of util that I now realize exists, or watching videos outside of it, or trying to be on when other people are on. Like Alex was saying, it was very difficult to have all five of us at a time. So whatever group I was with, just trying to learn every time I got on the game, I guess, because uh, definitely do not have as much experience on Valorant as a lot of the people that are around me in the server. So I was just trying to absorb as much information as I could as we went along, and I think we just got better as it kept going.
Nice. It's good to hear you guys tried to put the time in, tried to work out the new kinks and working on a team. That's what allowed you all to get this far. Super exciting to hear. Alex, my next question for you is, I think, an easy one, maybe a hard one, depending on who you are. Favorite moment from the season? Go.
Favorite moment from this season is actually not even something I did. My favorite moment was watching Rob on Split get a stellar ace because it was like watching someone who had, CS background, wasn't too confident in the Valorant space, perform like that. That day, I was so proud of him as a player. It was awesome to watch that happen.
Yeah. The thing is, it's great that you chose a moment that I also remembered casting. So that's super exciting, super
Ooh.
funny, pretty
I'm
funny.
just taking y'all's word for it, and it sounds sick. It sounds awesome.
It's in the Twitch
Uh,
notes. Go watch it.
I will. I mean, I definitely will. I'm going to for sure. Rob, last question for you. Going back to this match specifically, y'all had a very rough Lotus first map, and y'all had a very good Pearl second map. With that not being even your map, what was talked about in that intermission, and what game plan switched to give y'all that success there in the second map?
Yeah, when we were warming up, we actually played a comp map on Pearl, so we were all kind of fresh on the map, which I think definitely helped. I think we were pretty confident in our Lotus ability in the past. I think it was sort of just an off game. Things weren't going our way. We were trying things and they weren't working. And I mean, it's definitely easy to get in your head about it, especially for me who wasn't like as uh, familiar with the game. I can't speak for everyone else's. Um, but once that game ended, we kind of just had to do our best to just say it was an off game. It happens. We just have to play the next one. We know that we just warmed up on this map. We know that we're confident on it. We've played it in the past before, and we've done well on it before, even though it's not necessarily our first go-to map. So it was definitely a lot of individual work and a team effort to kind of just put the past map that happened in the past and focus on the map that was going on right now. Because if we didn't have the confidence, I don't think we were going to even put up a fight. But we definitely showed some more confidence in the second map, which I think definitely showed in the score. But yeah.
Most definitely. I will say y'all put up a great performance in the second map. Y'all have nothing to hang y'all's heads about. Y'all played a really good team and y'all played super well. Congratulations to both y'all on your seasons. Thank you for letting us interview you. And to all of MSU Esports, thank you for letting me come on and cast. I really do appreciate it. It's been my first time forever. I loved watching what y'all have done with everything going on in the club, the esports teams, the events y'all are putting on, the Egg Bowl that y'all are planning, which is going to be absolutely huge this upcoming November. I cannot wait to see it all unfold. So thank you to all of y'all, and y'all all killed it.